What's the point of having courage if you're not willing to use it? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I am alcoholic. Today, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I cannot be any more grateful. It's Friday night. That means I got to plug the Friday night crosstalk meeting. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, come on down to 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington, Pea Ridge United Methodist Church. Just a group of drunks and drug addicts sitting around talking about how we got sober, how we're planning on staying that way. The quickest hour in recovery starts tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll see you there. Tuesday night's crosstalk meeting, we ran out of time. We had more topics come in than what we had time to discuss. And as we typically do, we'll take those topics and bring them back here and discuss here on the morning monologues. And before I left the building Tuesday night, I saw this one topic and I was like, wow, that's a great topic. This person, they figured it out. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but courage and willingness is what they wrote on the card. Again, it's an anonymous card. We don't want to know their names. They just write it down. And whoever wrote that card, the first thing that I thought of whenever I saw that is this person who wrote on this card, they've got it figured out. In other words, they understand the fact that courage and willingness have to go hand in hand. They do go hand in hand. You can have courage without the willingness to take action on that courage. But that begs the question, what is the point of having courage if you're not willing to take action upon it? Let me take a step back. When it comes in the context of courage anyway, people associate courage as being the opposite of fear. I understand what they mean when they say that, but in my mind, courage is not something that is always natural. Let's go back to our prehistoric caveman ancestors. The guy walking down the road one day, he walks around the boulder and there's a saber-toothed tiger, jumps out and it's ready to eat him. And that prehistoric caveman says, "Oh shit, I'm out." He takes off running. Fear, right? That fear that he felt whenever he saw the saber-toothed tiger. Fear is a perfectly natural emotional response. It's built into our fight or flight DNA, if you will. Fear is perfectly natural for us to feel, while as courage, well, it's not always so natural. Courage is something we got to work towards. But what good does it do me to have courage if I'm not willing to take action on that courage itself? And I'm able to correlate that into my addiction history, my history of alcoholism. For many years, I would get so drunk, get so messed up, and I'd wake up the next day and I knew there was a problem. I knew I drank too much. I knew I couldn't stop. Okay, well, I need to stop. I know I need to stop. And well, it's going to be tough. It's going to be, I'm afraid to stop. And I understand that, but okay, today I'm going to stop. I had the courage to stop. I just didn't have the willingness to even try. And that's my question to you. If you have courage in a certain aspect of your life, facing down a certain fear, maybe the fear of going through recovery, maybe the fear of going through a treatment center, maybe the fear of coming off your drug or alcohol, maybe it's a perfectly valid fear, and you have the courage to do that. But the question is, do you have the willingness to act upon that courage? I did that many times. I absolutely knew that it was going to be tough, but to stop drinking, to go through the DTs and the withdrawal symptoms and all that, I knew it was going to be tough. And okay, I got the courage. Somewhere along the line, I was missing the willingness. And for me, that's why that topic was so profound. That person who wrote on that card, they knew that willingness and courage go hand in hand. What good is having courage if you're not willing to use it? It's critically important, especially to the newcomer. The person who is trying to change. They want to break that cycle of insanity. They want to stop waking up going, man, I'm scared, but I really want to do this. They actually want to stop feeling that way, and they actually want to start taking action. They're willing to take action. Instead of going to the dope man's house, I'm going to go to a meeting and hang out with like-minded individuals. Instead of going to the liquor store, I'm going to go read a few pages from the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous. I had to be willing to change my self-destructive behaviors. Without the willingness, it doesn't matter how much courage I have. I spoke about this at length, actually, willingness anyway, a couple of weeks ago. It's critically important that the newcomer has the willingness to at least take some sort of action to break that cycle. Otherwise, you stay stuck in that self-repeating cycle of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. When something's not working, you tried to stop this way or tried to stop that way, it's not working, and you keep doing it over and over again. You have to be willing to do something different. It's so vitally important as a newcomer to maintain that willingness. But it's even more important as you progress in your sobriety journey. It's even more important that you maintain that willingness, because when you see that you're starting to do something over and over again and you're expecting different results, you got to be willing to act upon that courage to change what it is that you're doing. So with that being said, I'm out of time. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. We'll be talking again soon, guys. Remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.